Hey guys, welcome to today's video. So if you've been following my channel, you know that I have been dealing with a cascade of injuries. I was training for a race in February and I ended up with IT band syndrome. And a few months later, I tore my hamstring doing yoga. So I have been in physical therapy for almost 6 months and I've barely been able to ride my bike. This has been super frustrating because I started this channel in January wanting to make cycling vlogs, but this morning I got some really good news from my physical therapist and I can finally get back on my bike. Slow and easy, says my physical therapist. So for today's video, I thought that I would share a few things that I've learned in the past 5 months from this injury and how to better take care of myself moving forward in my cycling journey. So the first thing on the list is listen to your body when it hurts. This is something that I did not do. And a lot of times after I would go on long rides, my back would hurt really bad and I couldn't figure out what was going on. And I just thought, oh, I've gone on a long ride, of course I'm sore. But as it turned out, my sore lower back was the reason that I ended up getting injured in the first place, is that my lower back and my hips were so tight that injuries were manifesting in my lower extremities. So the reason I've been cleared to actually ride my bike again is that I've been able to address the root of the problem. So when y'all are out riding and something's kind of funky afterwards and you're like, oh, like I'm probably just sore, but it's persistent and it kind of hurts, maybe your body's telling you something. I don't think this is universally true, but I think a lot of injuries start out by ignoring like a nagging dull pain, which is what happened to me. This leads me to my second point, which is take the time to stretch after your rides. This is a pain in the ass, and I know it is, and I don't like stretching after my rides. I just want to sit and have a beer. But taking the time to stretch before and after, or taking time in the morning to stretch and really get your muscles moving before your ride can really help you in the long run. Something that's also really helpful is getting a foam roller, which you can get really cheap off Amazon or other places on the internet. I also have these like hard physical therapy balls, which hurt like hell when you lay on them, but they can really help release the tension in some sore muscles. If you've never used a foam roller, or if you've never done any kind of muscle tension release exercises, there are lots of incredible physical therapists on YouTube that really walk you through how to use them. I'll link a few in the descriptions below. I'll also link the equipment that I use in the description below. Also, y'all, if you like this content and want to see more, please hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by my birthday in November. I'm about halfway there and I'm super excited about it. So if you like my channel, please subscribe. The next thing that I would highly recommend doing and that I learned is really great for you is planks. Because you need your core and back muscles to hold yourself up on your bike, it's really helpful to do planks every single day, as well as core exercises to get your stabilizing muscles strong and where they need to be so that you don't overcompensate with your glutes and your quads when you are cycling. I have been doing 5 minutes of planks every single day for a month, and it has been awesome. My core feels a lot better, my back feels a lot better. I'd highly recommend doing planks every single day if you are an avid cyclist. The fourth thing that I want to mention today is cross train. Oh man, I made a video about this months ago about how I was gonna run a 10K. So why am I out on this dreary morning running instead of riding my bike? We all know that running is the worst of all the exercises. I'm starting PT next week, spending the next 4 weeks trying to run a 10K. We'll see how well that goes. Y'all, I did not run a 10K. I do not like running. I don't like it at all. Maybe if I were in better shape for running, I would enjoy it, but you have to run in order to get in shape for running. So that's just not going to be on the table for me. So since I found myself being unable to cycle for weeks and months at a time, I started walking a 5K almost every day. This has been really helpful to get my blood pumping, to get a little bit of cardio, even though it's not at the intensity that I would prefer or that I want it to be. It's still really nice to go on a really long walk to kind of get in a little bit of exercise. Training multiple muscle groups is never a bad idea. So if you're only cycling, try to break that up a little bit. I wish that I had done that a little bit earlier on in my cycling journey, and it's something that I'm definitely going to keep doing moving forward. So the last thing that I have on my list is probably the least necessary one, but if you ride a lot, it's definitely worth the investment, and that's get a bike fit. In my case, I've spent my life riding bikes that are too small for me. I have consistently had a really difficult time finding bikes that fit me really well, and even the bikes that I have now could probably be dialed in a little bit further. So getting a professional who really knows what they're doing and who can look at you and make adjustments on your bike to get you to the point where you're experiencing no pain when you're riding, and also getting your ride really comfortable for long periods of time is absolutely invaluable. So bike fits are really expensive. They are ridiculously expensive, and I'm not really sure why they are so pricey. But that said, they're really worth the investment if you love riding your bike and you like bike packing or any kind of endurance riding. I hope you guys find these tips really helpful. It's been a really long 5 months for me trying to heal my injury, trying to figure out what's wrong, trying to take care of myself. So I really wanted to take what I've learned and share it with y'all. Thank you guys so much for being here with me today, and I will see you next time.